Imagine selling millions of records, winning Grammy Awards, and having your songs dominate the airwaves, yet still being forced to file for bankruptcy not once, but twice. Now imagine walking into a store where your own music is playing, knowing that while your voice is making the store money, you're drowning in debt. That's not fiction. That's the reality Toni Braxton lived through. She was one of the most recognizable voices of the 1990s, yet behind the spotlight, her financial life was anything but glamorous. This is the shocking story of how a global superstar found herself in financial ruin twice, and what we can learn from it. Toni Braxton's rise was nothing short of meteoric. With her soulful voice and striking presence, she broke through in the early 90s with her self-titled debut album. Released in 1993, it sold over 10 million copies worldwide. Hits like Breathe Again and Another Sad Love Song made her a household name. Her follow-up album, Secrets, included the smash hit Unbreak My Heart, which topped charts and won her even more accolades. By the late 90s, Toni Braxton was a certified superstar. Her name was everywhere. From music videos to red carpets to award shows, she was at the top of the game. To the public eye, she had it all. Fame, talent, and what should have been an unstoppable stream of income. But beneath the surface, Toni's financial foundation was already cracking. In 1998, despite her massive commercial success, she filed for bankruptcy. The world was stunned. How could someone so successful be broke? The truth lay in the music industry's harsh reality. Record sales don't always mean riches. Braxton's first record deal, like many new artist contracts, was far from fair. The label took a large cut of the profits, and by the time expenses like production, marketing, and touring were accounted for, she was left with shockingly little. She later revealed that her first royalty check, after millions of records sold, was just $1,972. To make matters worse, Toni lived like the star everyone believed she was. Lavish spending became a part of her life. Designer clothes, expensive jewelry, luxurious home decor. It wasn't necessarily reckless, but it was built on the assumption that she was earning superstar money. And when the bills came due, reality hit hard. The financial strain became too great. She owed millions to various creditors, including high-end retailers and banks. Her bankruptcy filing listed more than $5 million in debt. It was a public fall from grace, and yet Toni carried herself with dignity through it all. But the bankruptcy didn't end her career. In fact, it became a turning point. After some time away from the spotlight, she signed with a new label and released more music. Albums like The Heat and Libra showed that she still had the voice, the talent, and the fan base. She even tried her hand at Broadway, starring in Beauty and the Beast, and later participated in Dancing with the Stars. Slowly but surely, she was rebuilding. To fans, it looked like she had recovered. But behind the scenes, new challenges were taking shape. Health issues soon dealt Toni another devastating blow. In the mid-2000s, she was diagnosed with lupus, a chronic autoimmune disease. It affected not only her energy and well-being, but also her ability to perform consistently. At the height of her Las Vegas residency, she was forced to cancel a string of shows due to medical complications. And with cancelled performances came refunds and losses. The venue and promoters lost money, and Toni was sued for breach of contract. Despite her illness, the bills didn't stop. She still had to pay staff, maintain her lifestyle, and cover her growing medical expenses. Then, in 2010, the unthinkable happened again. Toni Braxton filed for bankruptcy for a second time. This time, the financial hole was deeper. She listed debts between $10 million and $50 million owed to dozens of creditors, including the IRS, hospitals, and credit card companies. The image of a singer who once topped the charts now being hounded by debt collectors was hard for fans to process. But Toni remained honest and open. She explained how the combination of unfair industry contracts, unexpected health problems, and performance cancellations had created the perfect financial storm. She wasn't careless. She was caught in a system that didn't protect her. And let's not forget the complicated world of music royalties. Even though her songs continued to play on radio and TV, the money wasn't flowing the way people assumed. Braxton didn't own the rights to most of her early music. That meant that even when her biggest hits were streamed or licensed, the bulk of the profits went elsewhere. It was a painful lesson in ownership and contract negotiation, one that she would later use to advocate for other artists entering the business. Through it all, Toni never gave up. She continued to record, tour, and stay connected with her fans. Her 2014 Lifetime biopic, Unbreak My Heart, based on her memoir, offered a candid look at her journey. It showed the glitz, the glamour, and the pain of losing it all, twice. But it also revealed her resilience. Despite the financial collapses, the health scares, and the industry betrayals, Toni Braxton never let the world break her spirit. Her voice remained as powerful as ever, not just in music, but in telling her story. In recent years, Toni has found stability. She's released new music, acted in films, and even executive produced projects. Her relationship with her family, especially her sister Tamar, has remained a steady force. And she's been vocal about managing lupus while balancing her career. Financially, she lives more cautiously now. She's made peace with her past mistakes and focuses on long-term planning, smarter contracts, and understanding the fine print. Toni Braxton's story is more than just a tale of two bankruptcies. It's a reflection of the hidden struggles behind celebrity culture. It reminds us that even the most talented and hardworking individuals can fall victim to broken systems, bad deals, and unpredictable life events. It's easy to judge when we see headlines about stars losing money. But when you dig deeper, you realize how much of it is beyond their control, especially when the rules are stacked against them from the beginning. For aspiring artists and anyone chasing success, her story offers powerful lessons. First, understand your worth. Don't just sign contracts. Read them, question them, get a lawyer. Second, success doesn't guarantee financial security. You can be world famous and still be financially vulnerable if you don't own your work or control your income. And third, resilience is everything. Toni Braxton could have disappeared after her first bankruptcy. She could have given up after her health diagnosis. But she didn't. She kept singing. She kept showing up. She kept fighting. That's why Toni Braxton is more than just a Grammy-winning singer. She's a symbol of survival, reinvention, and grace under pressure. Her voice may have first captured us with heartbreak ballads, but her real story is one of strength and redemption. Her journey shows that setbacks don't define us. How we respond to them does. Thank you for watching. If Toni Braxton's story moved you, inspired you, or even surprised you, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What part of her journey hit home for you? Was it the unfair contracts, the health struggles, or the sheer resilience it took to bounce back not once, but twice? And if you enjoy real stories about the highs and lows behind the music industry, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people who want to see past the headlines and understand the real people behind the fame. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a deep dive like this one. We've got more powerful stories coming your way about artists, actors, and icons who faced the unimaginable and still found the strength to move forward. Because behind every chart-topping hit, there's a human story that deserves to be told.